Welcome travelers, I'm Free2Play and I'm your guide for successful free-to-play adventure on Terra. Today we beat the level 100 NPC GAZING GRAYBEARD without the help of any allies for the upcoming Master Training Tower. Last video I said I wanted to use only hell weapons and send this NPC to hell in between 6 to 8 turns, but well, it didn't work. And you can see the result right here, because I needed Tressa and Pia in the front to withstand the attacks he normally do without the counters who always go to Cyrus, Azanta and Scarecrow. I needed someone to tank that, and that's why I had Lynette behind Scarecrow, and I had to use Pia to get more of the attack bonus for Scarecrow, who couldn't profit from the one of Lynette. But I used fire resistance down with Lynette. I used every debuff possible here with the units that I do lots of damage. So in the moment it is impossible for me to beat him in between 6 to 8 turns, so I just show you the regular way here to deal with him in 12 turns, and this was totally fine. I didn't use any hell weapons here, so if you want to, maybe you're finished even earlier. So the first thing you want to do is to buff the whole group, and with their single buffs too, so that they don't get attacked while they don't have any regen. And the first attack who targets Tressa shouldn't be as hard. So this is done. If not, then just reset your game and then you can go for all the attacks now, because now Theo comes to the front. Why Theo? Because he gives a wind resistance plus, and the GAZING GRAYBEARD only uses wind elemental attack, so Theo is a plus here. As long as Scarecrow is hitting without a break, he is profiting from Chloe's passive, but Xanta is not profiting from it because he already has the 30% cap. Cyrus is not profiting from the regen, so you have to look out here, but his elemental attacks are not as strong as his physical ones. So if you equip good elemental defense here on Cyrus, he should do some attacks before going into the back row to regenerate a bit of HP, or just use focus on him so that he can regen himself with the beastly scarf he's got. So when Tressa is hit by Terra, you have a really bad time, because then you can't spam any more side steps. And I go for the break. Now it's time to do a bit damage here, and with the tide does a really nice damage. As I said, I didn't equip any hell weapons on my characters here, so you will do a bit more damage if your units are as strong as mine here. But this you can see later in the team composition. Okay, and as you can see here, we are already at half of the SP and we're only at the 6th turn here, so this is totally fine. And I wanted to spare as much BP here as possible, because I don't have Alphen here with me, which you can use, but I preferred to use Theo because of the wind resistance, as I said before. Okay, I was very lucky here that he only hit one time with his spear again, because Tressa doesn't have enough of her evades left. So one other thing which Theo can do if the esoteric cure is not needed, he can cure Tressa's terror, which would make this a bit easier. But in this case I had to recover the regen because it was very low. The good thing about the level 100 NPCs that you can loop this whole procedure. They only do something different as soon as they hit the 15th turn. Then they're going into the rehabilitate mode, but you already know that. So you just have to keep in mind that you have to get the regen, the taunt has to be active all the time, and the debuff from Viola should always be active so that you do enough damage here. Because my timing was very wrong here, I didn't have Cyrus in the front, so he can't profit from the Child of the Dance, but it is totally fine, as you will see in the next turn, that he could have had more HP I had to deal with, but he didn't, so it didn't matter anyway. But otherwise you should make clear that every one of your DPS is in the front, of course, while receiving the Child of the Dance here. And now I just wanted to go for Chloe's ultimate to even power up Scarecrow and Xanta, but yeah, as you can see here, it wasn't even necessary here. He just went down. It all depends on luck, if he's targeting Tressa with 3 times attacks, or he does the terror ailment on him every time. This is making the fight very depressing sometimes, but most of the time it will go the right way. This is the speed here. I made sure that Tressa is a bit faster than him so that I can taunt him if the taunt is over or something, or when I need one more evade, I can cast it before he's going to strike. So this was my preference here, and I made sure that Theo is a bit slower than Scarecrow and Xanta so that they can profit from the region when they get into the front. Tressa was also wearing the Brave Lance to recover from any status ailment at the end to 20%, but it didn't occur here. It occurred in the last video I did about this opponent, but it doesn't matter here. I wanted Chloe to be faster than Xanta and Scarecrow so that she can come to the front and use her ultimate, but in my example it wasn't even necessary, so it's just good to know for you. If Xanta is not level 100, you should equip a Dragon Scarves here and maybe 2. If he's level 100, then maybe 1 is enough and you can boost his damage output. I don't know why, but Scarecrow did get more damage from him than Xanta. That's why I equipped the Polonius Medicine Box so that he has more defense. I got this A4 from Theo, which is my only one apart from Elvis right now. And the Beastly Scarf, as I said before, you should equip to Cyrus and the Fire Rune so that he will do a bit more of his fire damage. And if you have more questions about this fight, please write them in the comments or write in my Discord group. And if you like this channel to class up, I really appreciate a subscription and thumbs up. See you next time, you're free to play.